No one in here. I should have posted that I was going to go live, but I didn't. Wait for some people to come in. Let me know you're here when you get here, if you don't mind. Um, how you doing? You're the first person in here, Warren. Uh, how you doing? How you doing, Rivera? Thank you. Uh, so it's been a long week. Man, look at that hair. It's rough. Haven't got anything done that I needed to get done, but that's okay. How you doing, Sizzle Neck? I'm gonna try to get back in the swing of things tomorrow, starting today, tomorrow. I should have a new video up tomorrow afternoon, and I've got a few recorded. I haven't done all the editing and stuff, so we'll see how all that goes. They're all on the phone. Got a lot of stuff to do videos about. How was y'all's week? Sizzle, you had a good week. I see some video about some Crocs on dogs and uh, Mustang and some Amazon stuff from you. I didn't do any Amazon Prime videos for this last thing. I didn't seem to find any deals that I could relate to all that well, except for one. It was a Bucket Boss, dang it, a Bucket Boss tool roll. And I picked it up, just come in today. We'll see how well it does. I'm going to throw it in with that Husky toolbox that I got, the portable toolbox deals, and we'll see how that goes. The Husky toolboxes so far have done pretty dang good for me. I took 2 of the 3 pieces to North Carolina with me. Went through a little bit of rain with them. Got back and went to open them up, and they had created a vacuum, and it was very hard to pry them open. So I'd say they seal up pretty good. 13 days work, whew, and then 1 day off. That's rough, Warren. My little brother's doing the same thing. He is. I don't remember the last time he had a day off, but he even on his. So he's a pastor, but he works for Sunbelt Rentals, and he's their what is it? He's their truck guy. Goes out on the service truck. He runs the service truck. And he's like, as far as I know, he's the only one. And they're supposed to have 2 of them, but the other one has had a lot of issues. So he ends up putting in a whole lot of hours. Uh, Plus, on Sundays, he's on call, supposed to be on call every other weekend. And sometimes he gets called out on Sundays as well. Um, Plus, preaching is work, and it, you know, takes a bit of time. So, yeah, my brother works a lot. Um, I don't work quite so much anymore. Yeah, Sizzle, so far there's been a lot of assistance there. I didn't go again this week. I was supposed to, um, ended up not going. Had some issues here lately. Won't get into them. Just had some issues here lately. I am going back. Uh, I'm trying to get back there this week. We'll see how it goes. But when I was there, they had some National Guard there. They had linemen from all over the country. They had search and rescue teams from all over the country. They had helicopters and just, all kind of stuff. People were coming in from all over the area to provide assistance, bringing equipment, plus the people there that, have stuff, So as far as federal assistance, the only federal assistance I've seen, if you can count the National Guard, which they're state, I didn't see any federal assistance, but they're supposed to have been there this past Monday, and I haven't been back. So we'll see when I go back, see how it all works out. Um, Y'all have seen Papa. Papa has done some of these videos on these Crom stuff, and they've got this hex bit driver ratchet that's lightweight aluminum, and I'm wondering if it's going to be worth a flip. Let me show it to you. I had never heard of them till first Jeff did a video on them, and then then Papa did some videos on some stuff. So I'm not too sure about them. Let's see. So it's looking like it's just under 4 inches. Lightweight. What do y'all think about them? Oh, I just ate, drinking a Mountain Dew and a little bourbon. I haven't really drank on it yet. Got a lot of indigestion. Wife fixed this baked macaroni and cheese, and it was delicious. Everything else was good, but the baked macaroni and cheese, just awesome. Yeah, they are a pretty new company. They don't have many products on Amazon yet. Maybe 10, like 2 or 3 different versions of the wobble sockets, 3 different versions of this quarter drive ratchet. It's like one's a bit ratchet, one's a 1/4 inch drive, and one is the flexible bit ratchet or the roto head bit ratchet. Let me show you that. There you go. Or the little roto head bit ratchet. Not too bad. That ain't a bad price. Let's see, $1.89 off of that, $18.99. I guess the price is okay. It's according to how good they are. But so let's see. Any good projects? Anyone got anything done this week in the garage? I was working on my tractor tire and I got the rim halfway in, which about killed me. And my son was supposed to come over and he was going to help me finish it, but he ain't here yet and it's dark out. So, how you doing, Pete? It's dark out, so I don't think I'm getting it finished today. And I'm just gonna, I guess I'll bust my butt on it again tomorrow and try to get it done. Along with getting some homework done. I got a pretty good bit of it to get done. So that's me. That's the only project. I did do some videos. I did some comparisons of the Capri and Tecton ratchets. What else have I done? I visited some pawn shops and I got what I thought was a fair deal, and I'll y'all see the video and yeah. My wife Warren. My wife sees everything that comes in, just about. But anyway, the pawn shop stuff. Been going through it. I've made a video. We'll see when I get it put up. But funny thing happened. My credit card is not an hour after I went to that pawn shop, which was in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I ended up getting 3 suspicious charges on my credit card from somewhere up in like Connecticut or Massachusetts or something like that. And it set off the fraud detection deal, and the credit card company called me and asked me which ones were good and which ones weren't, and I told them, the one from the pawn shop was good, but they took that off too. So I got to call them, but I'm afraid it's possible that it was that pawn shop that got a hold of my information, and I don't know. I don't know. It was like a Target, a gas station, and some software company that they tried to use it at. I don't go to Target. I don't. And of course, I'm not up north right now. I'm down here. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Waiting on my new card to come in, and they're taking their sweet time about it. Let's see. Started shipping it to work. How you doing, Bruce? Yeah, that's something else, Warren. I understand though. I have thought about doing that, but I've never did that. I could have always had stuff shipped to me at my unit when I was in the military, but I never did it. So let's see. This week, again, I should have some more videos coming out. What else? What other videos? Have y'all seen this newer YouTube channel? Two Turtles and a Wrench. This dude come out of nowhere, and he's doing dang good. I think he's got 8 videos in, and I bet he's monetized by now. But I got an idea from him about a torque, how to check the dang it, back drag on ratchets. So you've probably already seen one of my shorts. I got that idea from him. Then I seen Torque Test Channel using it this week. I'd never seen them use that little torque wrench until now. I was going to try the way that what is his name? Project Farm. I was going to try to do it the way Project Farm does it, but I couldn't get it to work right. He takes a socket, puts a piece of string on it, ties it to a scale, and then pulls on one of them, and it spins. And yeah. Yeah, I seen Jeff saying something about it. I think I already caught it though, but I never seen CP promote it. I don't think. Then again, I don't watch all his videos. He's got to do something real catchy for me to watch his videos. Yeah, Sizzle, they were real quick to catch it. Sometimes stuff that I do looks funny, but you know, they call me and cut my card back on. Man, I've got some bad indigestion. Yeah, that's crazy where you can get monetized with one video. That's got to be some catchy stuff. Something that got shared a lot. Yeah, I bought mine off of eBay. XT75 is at your lift. No, Hal, I can't sing. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. Hal's one of my brothers. We call him Tank. Oil burning furnace. Okay. I got to get mine fixed. I've got it. I don't have to get it fixed. Good to see you too, brother. There's nothing wrong with it. I got to fix the flue so that it breathes right. I got to send it straight up the roof, but I'm scared of heights. And I don't want to get up on the roof. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that was in a former life, Tank, that I was in ZZ Top. They kicked me out when they were still a young group. You know, it was like ZZ Jacks or something like that. I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't think of anything. Yeah. But yeah, I got a lot of new tools coming this way, and I've got a lot of fire under my butt to get back to doing it. I have fell off, and that sucks, Pete. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to throw a rope over one end and have my son on there holding me or what. It's like a 12, I think it's a 12-4 pitch. So it's not super steep, but it's not steep either. But it's, you know, and it's 16 foot high. Let's see, 16. Yeah, it's 16 foot high at the edge. So that might hurt if I fall off. Yeah, I don't want to dent it either, but it is what it is. I'll uh I'll have to get up there. Um and I hope my ladder's tall enough. If not, I'll park my truck in there and I'll get up there. Um it is what it is. I'll probably cut the hole in the roof from inside and then get on top to attach everything. Um, cheers. Yeah. Walter, I don't want to. I am scared as heck to get up there, but I've got to. I ain't got no choice. And what's funny is if any of you know anything about the military, I've been through air assault school. We had to rappel from some pretty good heights. I want to say the helicopter when we rappelled from it was 80 to 100 foot. Um, it's the funniest thing in the world too. You should have seen me. I done so. You do two rappels out of the helicopter. You do a Hollywood rappel, which is just your helmet on in regular uniform, and then you do a full battle rappel, which is you got a rucksack on. At the time, it was just a rucksack and your load bearing vest and your rifle and that stuff, right? I think we had a rifle. I don't know. But anyway, so my Hollywood rappel went great. I got out of the helicopter in my L, was leaning back. The instructor went around and inspected everybody, and he'd come to you. There's four of us, two hanging off each side. He'd go around, he'd point to you, he said, go. You go to the next guy, check you out, go. And, on like that. Done great. Rappelled, 3 bounds to the ground, got off, did my turn on belay, done. When it come time to do the full battle rattle rappel, I'm up there and I get out in my L, which is your knees bent at a 45-degree angle. No, your legs out like this and your torso up like this. Okay? So your body's at like a 45 degree, maybe between a 90 and 45. And but he looks at me and he says, "You're not far enough." So I try to give myself a little slack and I go out a little more, and he says, "Still not far enough." I do it a little more. He tells me again, "You're still not far enough." Well, I give myself a little more slack, and all of a sudden I possumed out of the helicopter. So I'm hanging upside down, and if you do that, you're okay as long as you maintain contact with the helicopter. If you don't maintain contact with the helicopter, you fail, not fall. You failed the event, and I'm just doing everything I can to keep my feet touching the helicopter. Well, what does this dude do? I'm sitting there dangling upside down, and he comes to me and he looks at me, says, "Okay, remove your hand." So what you do is you remove one hand off your rappel to check it, make sure you're good, and then go back. So I did that, and he said, "Okay, you're good. Wait there." He went and sent everybody else out, took his sweet time, and then come back to me, checked me again, and then said, "You can go." So yeah, that sucked a little bit, but anyway, I didn't start getting scared of heights until the more scared of heights came with me being older. Now that I've told you that story, let's see. I'll read everything. I just got new shingles on the roof, so I'll go up there regularly. My wife is starting to say, "Don't do that after I hit 60." That's just a number. I understand. Sorry to ask, but what size rubber mallet will you use to hit the axle to install an axle? How many pounds would be a good one to buy a rubber mallet? I wouldn't. If I've got to hit the axle, it's according to what this is, but every axle I've ever fooled with went right in. Now, if you're talking about a bearing, I know some axles have well, some of them, the bearing is pressed onto the shoulder of the axle. You're gonna have to press that on or heat the bearing, not heat the bearing up. Yeah, you'd probably have to heat it up as long as it's not one that'll mess it up. Heating it up, heat it up, slide it down. But I don't know that I would use I don't know if I'd hammer it in. Drink a lot, and that won't seem so bad. Yeah, and it won't hurt as bad when you fall either. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man? Let's see, metal roof, snow falls off of them fast. Yep. Snow went clean up the guy that cleaned the shop my dad had. He was shoveling off. And yeah, that ain't smart to be up there with snow. Dang, that helicopter. Yeah, it wasn't funny at the time, but I passed. That's all that matters. I didn't see the Starship launch. I seen the landing of that booster. I seen videos of the landing of the booster. That was pretty cool. It just reached out there and grabbed it. But yeah, that was when I rappelled out of that helicopter. It was 1998. It was many moons ago. Good times though. The climax of that whole thing was you had to do a 12-mile road march in less than 3 hours with all of your gear on. So it's like 45, 50 pounds of gear. Some people will try to tell you it was a lot more, but as you had to weigh, and they would weigh you at the end, or no, they didn't weigh you. They made you do a layout at the end, make sure everything that they told you to have in there was in there. And so no matter how fast you did it, when you got through, so you did your rappelling and everything one day, and then the next morning you come in at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and you did a 12-mile road march. I did it in 2 hours and 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. But so was that Starship launch pretty cool? I don't know why, but I know Mountain Dew was supposed to have been invented as a chaser, but usually it isn't that good with me, but it is good today. I don't know. We were decorating a pumpkin with Junior. It was wild. Cool to see the improvements each time. Serious engineering. I do not miss those road marches. 12 miles in under 2.5 hours. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's crazy what they're accomplishing nowadays. Have you seen the whole science dude? I forget what his name is. Talking about us launching a rocket uh, hitting a moving asteroid, taking a sample, coming back toward Earth, launching the capsule with the sample back to Earth, and then heading out to catch another asteroid. I mean, that's some pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Bruce. I was in good shape at one time. My very last, I don't remember my last 12 miler. Maybe my last 12 miler, I come in at around 3 hours, and I had 4 hours to do it in because it wasn't a special one like that one. My last 6 miler though, I did pretty dang good. I think I did it, and I want to say I did it in just under an hour, which wasn't bad for a 45-year-old or whatever. And that was like 6 months before I got out. And I think I wanted to do damn good on it just to finish strong my career. But anyway, yeah. Axle. Are we back to the rubber mallet to hit a axle with? But if you just have to, I'd probably get a big one. let me let me look. Trusty Cook. Uh, they make some nice big ones. Let's see. Here you go. Here's you some big ones from Trusty Cook. 192 ounce. What is that? 192 divided by 16 is a lot. So it's about a 10 pounder, 11, 12 pounder, something like that. 168 is just over a 10 pounder. So, yeah. Get to do four-wheel brake rotors and drums on my buggy soon before winter fully settles in. Yeah, I mean, it's, if you want to have good brakes and everything, and you don't want to be working on it in the cold. I don't know if you got heat in your garage, but yeah, those are some pretty Trusty Cook. I want to buy some more of their stuff. Let me cut that off. Let's see. Yeah, the road grime really, yeah, really sucks. Yeah, they used to make them for Snap-on. I think Snap-on makes their own now. Yeah, I'd like to buy the Tectum ones. They're similarly priced, but I want them in blue. You can't get them in blue from Tectum. I didn't know that about Capri though. But Trusty Cook's dang good brand. Lifetime warranty. They'll sell blemishes too. You can buy them cheap. It's not a bad deal. Um, so I wasn't going to give anything away today, but I think I'm going to give this little swivel ratchet away. How about Harbor Freight? Do they have a big one? I mean, they have their smaller ones, but I don't know if they have the big ones. I've got a Harbor Freight dead blow hammer, and I haven't tore it up yet. I've beat it to heck. It's got cuts all in it, and it'd work. Um, I still wouldn't hit an axle. Just uh, if you're trying to take it off, that's one thing. I don't know. I still don't know because you're liable to tear something up. If it's sticking that bad, something's wrong. Figure out where it's sticking and then unstick it from there. Uh, every time I've fooled with axles, let me make sure I'm telling the truth. Every time I've fooled with axles, they've come out pretty easy. Now, if you're talking about half shafts, I've had some that give me the problems. The little spring-loaded piece of wire wouldn't let it go, and man, it took me forever to get that dang half shaft out. Slide hammers work great. Slide hammers tend to work real good for getting things out, and I've got some 5 and 10 pound. And you can get, if you don't have some type of attachment for the slide hammer, as far as no way to hook it to the axle, which you should, they've also got other methods you can attach, all kind of stuff. Slide hammer's the way to go if you're trying to pull it out. Yes, sir, it does. So yeah, I'm going to give away tonight this right here, this little bit ratchet. They look pretty decent. It's made of lightweight aluminum. Let's see. I don't know what kind of warranty. I think they're lifetime warranty. I am not 100% positive. I'm looking. It's a 90 tooth bit ratchet. How about now, Rob? Still a black screen? Okay. I guess when it has me put it on it does some weird stuff. Oh, so let's see. Let's see what we got. I gotta look to see when the last time I gave something away is, but I know it wasn't last week, and it wasn't the week. Let's see. Had to drive an axle out with an air hammer once. Was a GM 4T65E, and after the final drive, yeah, I had an issue. I don't know what the rear end was. Let me end this. I don't know what the rear end was, but it was out of a GM half-ton pickup, four-wheel drive. It was a limited slip style axle or rear end, and it had exploded in there, and the pin that goes through the differential was wore, and it wasn't coming out. And I worked with it, and finally I had to beat that pin out to get everything apart. So you had to take that pin apart to be able to slide the axle in enough to take your C-clip retainer off and then pull the axles out. So let's see. So we got Rob out, Bruce out. Okay. Let's see. Ron Novak is not here. Jeff's not here. Frank Arcos is not here. If I call your name, let me know. Sizzle is here. Going in the cup. Don, you still in here? Or was Don in here? I don't think Don was in here. Let's look. Sometimes it tells me who all's in here, and sometimes it doesn't. See, like right now, it only shows me 6 people in here, but it also says there's 10 people in here. No, Rob, I haven't had anything in the past couple days. The last thing I got was one guy was doing well, and that I swapped numbers with. Another one, they told me to check back in a week or so and see what they need. Rivera. So Pete's Custom Cars. I believe it was an 8.5 10 bolt. Might be. Yes, please hit that like button. It really helped me out. Walter, there's your name. You're in the cup. Bruce said you didn't want to be in there. Rick's not here. Papa's not here. Lisa in here? I don't think so. And Warren. Now, who have I met? Who have I missed? So while I'm waiting on people to tell me who I missed, went this week, was going to do some, that was, Poppy hit his 5. Well, that's awesome. Poppy hit his 500 subs. But my stepdaughter, sometimes I don't want to call them daughter-in-law. Stepdaughter called my wife. Her car was acting funny. It just wouldn't run right. And what I was hearing was she was putting it into gear and it wouldn't go anywhere. Come to find out, it was running rough, and it was going into a gear, but you could press it to the floor and it barely do anything. Well, I get there and I put me some tools in the car and I'll get there. And I don't have a computer. I think I'm fixing to buy one. Just for my family stuff, right? Just a little bitty, something about $500. But I get there and it runs just fine for me, like perfect. And I think what happened, my Elantra does this every now and then. For some reason, the computer recalibrates itself or comes out of calibration and has to do a relearn to run smooth. I know it does it specifically if you undo the battery. But for some reason, my Elantra does it sometimes just whatever. And I think that's what happened to her. And it could be a limp mode. We also need to do some stuff to her fuel system. I think she might have some partially clogged filters, but we got her going. And yeah, thought it was going, but I thought I was fixing to deal with transmission issue, and it was a 2014 Corolla, and you can't check the transmission fluid on them. You kind of have to open it up, and if it drains out of the little plug that's underneath, then it has plenty of transmission fluid in it. I'm not completely sure about all this. So it's got two plugs. It's got one underneath, and that one has a straw that goes up and into the transmission fluid. But you can take that straw out, and it'll drain everything out. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Was there anyone I missed? I've got Sizzle in there. I've got Walter in there. I've got Pete in there. I've got Warren in there. And I've got I don't know if Rivera's still in here. Yeah. Rivera, you still in here? I've lost a couple of people too. Yeah, I see Rivera still in here. Okie doke. And no one else wants in on it. Okay, here we go. Well, Pete, looks like you've won. I got your information. I'll get that out to you. I'll put in the order tonight. We'll see how long it takes. Yeah, that's I've got two of these. I've got this one and this one, and I've got it. This one is designated for a friend. So, anybody want these hats? If you want one, send me. This is my PayPal. If anyone wants one, they're $30. That'll cover shipping and handling. Send it to me, and I'll get them out before the end of the week. I know it's a little high. After it's all said and done, I might break even. But they're sitting over here, and I am going to, when I do some garage reviews, give them to people for that, you know. So, but yeah, if anyone wants one, let me know, and I'll send. And that way, plus I'll send you a couple more things. I'll probably throw some automotive geared stickers in there. Let's see. Be right back. Maybe throw some of these in there. I can find the stuff to make keychains out of them, I'll might do that. So holler at me if you want a hat. I'll get them in the mail by the end of the week. Let's see. Misfire. It drives me crazy. Open the fill plug and use a hand vacuum. Al brought me a little bitty. I brought a little pump with me, that little cheap Harbor Freight hand pump. I brought it with me to fool with it. I also bought a brand new drain pan. You know, try to keep everything clean. Bruce bought an Innova ODB2 scanner a few years ago. It was a high end model at the time and still works good for the home fleet. Sounds good. I'm going to buy one. Don't know what it's going to be. I'm looking for something on sale. Maybe wait till Black Friday and buy one of them because they're all the time, you know. And I don't know if we're going to do a Top Don or a starts with A. I forget the name of it. But yeah, there's a few good ones out there that I want to try out. I don't want to go crazy, but I want something that can do what I need it to do. I wish I could get one for my that can read rail pressures on my F-350 for a diesel. But I don't. I think you got to buy them special for that. Also, let's see. Also got to buy special for motorcycles. So, Sizzle, one of the problems I was having on that was there's two options: live chat. Well, there's three options: top chat, live chat, and fan funding. For some reason, it comes automatically. Top chat. Altel. That's what I'm thinking. What kind is it that you said you had, Pete? Pete's got a computer. He's got a couple, I think. Got one that can read key codes and program keys and but a buddy of mine did these for me. They're pretty decent. That's cool. My little brother's got a Snap-on one. But man, those Snap-on are expensive. He bought it used from someone, and I'm not sure he realized the yearly subscription to keep it up to date. And there's certain things you can't use on it unless you keep that subscription up to date. Like it pretty much tells you how to fix stuff. Well, you can't use that part of it unless you keep the subscription up to date. I think it will diag stuff as long as it's got the current, whatever, as long as that vehicle you're doing is in there. But yeah. Launch 431 Pro 3S. Then Icon has a new line of scanners. Yeah. And then the X431 Pro 3S. So here's the thing with the Icons. I think they're copies of the Autel. I think. I could be wrong. They might even be rebranded Autels. The Autel gets rebranded for Matco, I think, or someone else. or Altel sued someone, or someone sued Altel, something like, I don't know. An old SCT for my Mustang. Man, SCT back in the day used to be the stuff when you wanted to reprogram, put a chip in it. It's got a chip in it. I'll take a hat. No, don't pay with Super Chat. I only get about 60% with Super Chat. Altel was stealing Snap-on. Okay. Yeah, I only get about 60% of the Super Chat, and yeah, that would hurt real bad. And if y'all trust me, and I know I believe some of you do, maybe all of you do, but if you trust me, please send it friends and family. That way I don't have to pay taxes and 3% fee on it. So I know that's horrible of me. But anyway, listen, I'm gonna cut this short. It's almost an hour. Hopefully I'll get some videos out this week. I've got some shorts. I'm gonna start getting ready for a bigger giveaway. I'll tell y'all first. I'm giving away that Vim 1/4 inch drive ratchet set. I'm gonna give it away for hitting 3,000 subscribers. So, with icon, no covers for Toyota, Lexus. Okay, so I'm gonna be giving away that kit when I get to 3,000 subscribers. I'll probably do a video, have people comment on it. They'll have to be subscribers, but it's a nice little kit. And a lot of people, or not a lot, but a few people commented on those handles. They're composite wood. Well, I bought a screwdriver just to test how easy it is to clean back up and how hard it is if it soaks stuff up. So I understand, Rob. Y'all take care. Y'all have a wonderful week. Have a good night, and I'll see y'all next weekend. You're welcome. Y'all take care, and thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for just staying in here and listening to me ramble on.